Good morning. Today is Monday, August 23rd, 2021. Welcome to Column Hinge at Alpha Omega. We're located halfway between Death Valley and Las Vegas. Halfway between Joshua Tree and Area 51 in the Mojave Desert of the Southwest United States.
You have made your way to the most unique live stream daily ritual on the entire internet. That's right. This is the lost magic of Jesus revival. I know it sounds provocative. I know it sounds strange. Jesus, magic, what's all that? But don't forget, Jesus was a magician. He healed the sick, raised the dead, caused the lame to walk and the blind to see. Do you think all of that fell just out of the sky? Well, in 1769, archaeologists discovered in Egypt a book containing what claims to be the secret magic teachings of Jesus to his apostles. And guess what? We are cleaning it up, dusting it off, putting it back together, restoring it and reviving it, and we are taking it for a test drive together with you every single morning right here at sunrise. That's right, folks. This is the lost magic of Jesus revival. I'm Bishop David Griffin.
I'm Witch Queen Leslie McQuade.
And this is the lost magic of Jesus revival.
The sun is the dispenser of light to the earth. May the living light of the God Force inflame our souls with abundant life.
Our destiny lies amongst the stars, and to the stars humanity shall ascend.
Take a nice deep breath and feel into your body. Breathe deeply. Feel each breath as it moves into you. Follow your breath as it spreads, exciting new sensations there. And as you are breathing deeply and feeling deeply into each and every part of yourself, visualize yourself as the tree of life, however it is you imagine that tree to be, and grow your branches up high into alpha sky. Drive your roots down deep into omega earth. I call on you in the east, alpha. I call on you in the west, omega. I call on you in the north, alpha. I call on you in the south, omega.
Alpha,
at omega,
the beginning
and the end,
and the path of the age between sunrise
and sunset,
and the path of the sun between birth
and death,
and the path of life between alpha,
omega.
This morning we are opening the treasury of the 21st treasury of light. We begin this morning by reaching out into the invisible and calling upon the angels therein. Angels of the 21st treasury, attend. Watchers, we know your names, so stand aside and grant us entry to the 21st treasury of light. Ozaz. Ozaz. Eloise. Eloise. Azaias. Azaias. Let the watchers withdraw and let us enter into the 21st treasure of light. And there are 12 heads in my Father's treasury, and these are the names that are in the places when they sing praises to my Father, and he gives light power to me. Zo zo ze'ai. Zo zo ze'ai. Zo ho zai. Zo ho zai. To zazak sai. To zazak sai. Naoza e iai. Naoza e iai. Marazaz. Marazaz. Ozaez. Ozaez. Ozeaia. Ozeaia. Oza, oza. Oza, oza. Oshozoza. Oshozoza. Azaiaos. Azaiaos. Naya ozaze. Naya ozaze. Nazaz. Nazaz. So we completed our journey through the places. Then we came to the place of the midst, the place of the middle, the place of the center, the place of the Father of the treasure of light. O Father of the 21st treasure of light, by your cipher and by your name we invoke you. O Azi Ai. O Azi Ai. Let the divine light descend. It is the intention of this ritual and our fervent prayer to establish human freedom worldwide.
Establish human freedom worldwide.
Abolish slavery in all its forms.
Abolish slavery in all its forms.
And set humanity free.
Set humanity free.
Restore the purity of our air.
Restore the purity of our air.
Of our water.
Restore the purity of our water.
Of our food.
Restore the purity of our food.
And our medicines.
Restore the purity of our medicines.
May all who search for the abundant life promised by the living Jesus discover the truth of the God force energy and how to fuel our everlasting souls on this living light. And then, in that hour when death comes to each and every one of us, may we shed this physical body like a serpent sheds his skin and rise triumphant into the kingdom of light, as did the living Jesus before us. All these things we ask in the name of the living Jesus. Amen.
Amen. So mote it be. Take a moment now to again feel into your body. This ancient magical rite we are doing together helps you experience more God force energy. As you have more, is one of the most important qualities that we can offer each other. It's one of the things that makes this world go around more easily. But forgiveness is a double-edged sword, and you require another capacity in order to distribute your forgiveness in justness. And what that takes is discernment. You see, there's a very interesting passage in the Pistis Sophia, which is another document written on papyrus in Greek that dates roughly the same time as the Bruce Codex. And the Pistis Sophia deals with this idea of discernment. And there's a conversation between Jesus and Mary and the other disciples. And Mary has been speaking, and she's decided that, she's not going to answer the next question. So the next question is actually answered by Martha. And one of the things that Martha is asking about is, well, what are we supposed to do when someone we know has committed evil acts seeks to be a member of our group? And then they backslide. I mean, how does that reflect on us? And what the Master Jesus taught was that you did not do wrong by forgiving that person who again fell into error. It is not the person who forgives who is in error forgiving. It is the person who errs again who is in error. And the beauty of what Jesus taught us is that it doesn't matter how many times you are in error. If you seek the truth, and you are honestly seeking the truth, and you make every attempt to, with what you have within you, seek it in all honesty, when you fall into error, that is an opportunity for you to learn. How did you fall into error? Were you listening to someone that perhaps you shouldn't have been listening to? Or is it even more simple than that? Did you simply forget to take care of your physical body, and then your physical body malfunctioned and caused an error? Now, you may think that I'm talking about breaking your leg or spraining your hip, but I'm not. I'm talking about those other types of errors that we make when our bodies fail, when we haven't had enough to eat, And then somebody asks us a challenging question, and instead of being kind, we're like those barking dogs, and we snap and bark because our own house is not in order. You see, when your own house is not in order, it's easy to fall into error. And sometimes that can just be not feeding yourself well. And so I want to enforce upon you today, because I know so many people, they start things on Mondays. They start diets, they start new jobs, they start new contracts. Always seems to be on a Monday. Well, I encourage you to breathe in God force energy today as you're starting that new thing, whatever new thing it is that you need to start. And remember that discernment is part of starting well. The discernment to know that you're starting things in the appropriate time, that you have everything you need to begin, and that you forgive yourself for making the mistakes, because it is just the beginning. And in the beginning, it's hard to figure out exactly what needs to be done. And so there's little catches and little hitches. But you see, that's where you're learning. Each time you make one of those tiny mistakes, you learn a little bit more about how to do things better. And you forgive yourself for making those errors. You see, forgiveness is involved in everything you do throughout the day. You forgive yourself for forgetting an appointment. You forgive yourself for not doing what you told yourself you were going to do. But the important thing to remember is that forgiveness is within your capacity. You can forgive, and your forgiveness has power. So today, and throughout this week, when someone comes to you in error, don't be like those barking dogs. Remember how easy it is to fall into error. And remember the words of the Master Jesus. And he said, it doesn't matter if the person falls into error. Forgive them again. Let them start again. And one of my favorite poems by the Islamicist poet Rumi. And it describes this very well, and I'll share it with you now. Come, come, yet again come, wanderer, worshipper, lover of leaving. Ours is a caravan of eternal joy. Even if you have broken your vows 100 times, come, come, yet again come. And breathe, breathe, yet again breathe. Take one more deep breath of God force.
Thank you, Leslie, for that beautiful and inspiring message on this gorgeous Monday morning. If you'd like to know more about the lost magic of Jesus, be sure to drop by our website at alphaomega.church and download our free ebook that gives you the beginnings of the lost magic of Jesus system, starting with the 3 secret baptisms that Jesus used to initiate his apostles. While you're there, be sure to drop by our prayer wall. You might want to leave your prayer together with ours. And at the same time, we ask you to drop by our donation button and consider leaving a donation to our church. This is the part where we pass around the collection plate, and we thank you so much for your ongoing support. We will be here with you and for you once again tomorrow, as every day, continuing this amazing archaeological and anthropological reconstruction and revival project of the lost and ancient magic of Jesus Christ. And until then, as always, thank you so much for coming out. Have faith and expect a miracle.
And until we have the pleasure of each other's company again, may the God force run strong within you. And as always, may your magics work better than expected.